Hello, and welcome to this episode of the Clinic Marketing Podcast. I'm your host, Darcy Sullivan from Propel Marketing and Design. Today, I am sharing with you 10 tips to help you improve your Q4 marketing efforts. And it all starts with tip number one. Tip number one is to calendar out everything. And I do mean everything. Q4 is filled with so many holidays and special times, obligations, travel, time off, and of course, there's always going to be somebody that gets sick. So you want to make sure if you plan to squeeze everything on your to-do list in, that you leave some buffer room and that you have everything calendared out to make sure that you fit in all of your obligations, time away from office, along with everybody else's, so that you can clearly reach your objectives. Tip number two, amplify your 20. You've probably heard of the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. As it applies to many things, it boils down to this. Roughly 80% of the effects come from 20% of the causes. Here are some examples. 80% of profits come from 20% of customers. 80% of sales come from 20% of marketing. If you know that 20% that drives 80% of your sales, this is the great time to double down on those efforts, or at least amplify them, because most likely they will head you towards success. Tip number three, do something different. Q4 is a great time to try a new marketing tactic that you haven't tried before. Tip number four, put together holiday and end of the year promotions. These are great for seasonal offers. Also keep in mind, one way to save your time is to look back at seasonal and holiday promotions that you've used in years past and repurpose them by simply changing the date. This also can aid in time saving when it comes to social media or email marketing by repurposing end of the year or holiday promotions that you've used in the past. Tip number five, and always important, optimize your local SEO. You want to make sure that you update your Google business profile for any adjusted seasonal hours or closings. You also want to make sure that you ensure that your name, address, and phone number are consistent throughout all citation sites. You can learn more about this by checking out our show notes, where we give a link to our recent episode that we did all about citations and online listings. Tip number six, engage with existing patients. These can be end-of-year checkups or encouraging patients to use remaining insurance benefits, send out reminders for any upcoming visits. It's a great time to use patient success stories or testimonials in your marketing materials as well. Tip number seven, leverage social media. Again, you can use this to promote any of the holiday or seasonal promotions that you have, along with those patient stories that we talked about before. It's a great time to repurpose any engaging content that you've used in previous holiday seasons, and it could be time to create new content. Tip number eight, focus on partnerships and community outreach. We had a great episode specifically about this earlier. I'll include the link in the show notes, but it's a great time to collaborate with other local businesses. And this will help boost your visibility both online and offline if you leverage it correctly. Tip number 9, make sure that you go ahead and put on your calendar time to review and plan for next year. We'll include a link to the marketing checkup that we have on our website, which will help you, which leaves us to tip number 10. Be sure to visit propelyourcompany.com and sign up for our email list so that you can receive bite-sized marketing tips directly delivered to your inbox. And depending on when you are listening to this, we will be having 2025 sounds so weird to say, but we will be doing a SEO planning session for 2025. If you are interested in that, again, go ahead and make sure that you are signed up for our email list. You can also find us on Instagram at Propel Your Company. Are you a chiropractor, physical therapist, acupuncturist, wellness practitioner, or other clinic owner looking to attract more patients and grow your healthcare practice? Welcome to the Clinic Marketing Podcast. Together, we'll explore topics like SEO, local search engine optimization, website design, social media marketing, content creation, helpful marketing tools, AI, and more. You'll learn how to effectively leverage these tools to increase your online visibility, engage with your target audience, and ultimately drive more traffic to your practice. From understanding the latest marketing trends to implementing best practices, we'll break down complex concepts into easy-to-understand nuggets of wisdom. You'll get practical tips to help you stay ahead of the curve and outshine your competition. Get ready to unlock the secrets of successful clinic marketing. Together, let's propel your practice.